On today's episode, we talk to Barbara Helsonic, owner of Design to Sell, who provides vacant, occupied, and design services throughout the area of Atlanta, Georgia. Listen in as she shares about what makes her company one of the top award-winning businesses throughout the U.S. and find out how she allowed her earlier years as an investor bring a whole new understanding to client experience. Now let's begin.
This is the Stage Your Boss podcast from StageYourBoss.com with the founder of HSRA, Jana Uselton. The Home Staging and Redesign Association is a group of like-minded professionals dedicated to revolutionizing the real estate industry by making a difference in the lives and businesses of home stagers and redesigners everywhere. Join us as we talk to the best of the best in this industry from all over the world and hear how they are using their training and experience to make a difference in the clients they serve. If you are a real estate industry expert looking for better ways to market and sell properties, join us for this podcast series.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of our Stage Your Boss podcast. We're glad that you're joining us today. We have a phenomenal guest, a longtime friend that I am excited to introduce you to, and that is Miss Barbara Helsonic. Welcome, Barbara.
Hi, hello, everybody, and thank you for inviting me today.
Well, we're excited to hear about you guys. You have some incredible news. You've been through quite a bit of some, I would say, next level growth. And so tell us a little bit about your home staging, your redesign and design business, what areas you guys serve, and maybe we can open up how you got into the industry as well.
Okay, excellent. I appreciate it. My name is Barbara Helsonic. The name of the company is Design to Sell, and we're serving the greater Atlanta area in Georgia since 11 years. Now we are 11 years in business. And kind of like exciting. The way I got into the business was actually I was coming from the investment and flipping side of the industry. I started to stage my investments and really found a niche and a love for that concept. So over time, I really converted, into the home staging business and really put the investment side on the, really on the side.
Yes.
Honestly, we have been in the core focus over the years. We have evolved. We started really to target investors when we started our company, and worked with a lot of the lower end starter homes, and have evolved from there more into the premium and luxury market. So this year we actually are having our kickoff this Friday. We have really looked at the type of service packages we are offering in the vacant staging environment, and it is now, I call it, it's like 30-30-30 or 33-33-33. It's really divided. So one third or 33% is truly luxury, and then the other 33 is our premium market. And then we have our, I call it like standard or advanced packages. And that pretty much, over the years, has evolved, because we started with our standard packages. So I'm excited about that. That is exciting for us, because this is where we want to be.
Well, I know, Barbara, you guys have been industry leaders for years now. You have developed this incredible company. You guys have won many awards, too many to name. You're also a national speaker with us and HSRA, as well as a board of advisor for our national association, and all of that knowledge, the wealth of knowledge that you've learned over the years, coming from corporate, now having your own business and being an investor, understanding what that looks like in all of the avenues with real estate, for you now to be able to serve your Atlanta area. What is that ideal client? Which clients do you just really get excited about serving?
I think the number one is no matter what we do, and when we're setting up the company, our core values have to match the team and the people we work with. And I strongly believe the same is true for our clients. So we are really setting high expectation on the service level and the value concept we are providing. It is not only about putting nice furniture into the space, it's really about the experience from the first phone call to the point of destaging. So if I describe our ideal client, it would be a real estate agent and or a builder or company with the same value concept. So we are, lining each other's up very well with people who are building trust with, and then they understand how we work, and we understand what they need and how they work, so that we can line up our employees, our ways, how we are tracking, the whole lead to the opportunity to the closing process, and make it as smooth as possible for them. Yeah. So high performance teams where they, have their focus on really, really working with the client and being their sales part, and people who really see the value in putting an expert team around them, and they are handing off their leads to their trusted partner. 90 to 95% of our business is truly relationship based, and we appreciate the referrals. So the growth of our business comes through people who have seen our work, and or other people who have worked with us and referred us to them. So I love this, I love that concept.
Well, as you guys are doing multiple services, first off, tell me what services you guys specialize in, as well as what does your team look like? How have you developed this team, this impressive team over these years?
So the three core services we're offering is vacants, which is around vacant home staging. That is around 80% of our business. For our existing clients, the ones we have built relationships with, we also offer, I call it like a fill-in luxury or premium package. That means even if people are living in the spaces, we're supplementing missing inventory for homes. This is often when people have a second home and or have more rooms in the house, so these rooms are not really actively used. But we also, or we provide some shopping services to fill in that is more hand selected. And then the other arm, and that is also something where we will kind of like focus a little bit more this year, is our staging consultations and some of like photo shoot type of readiness, hands-on services. But with that, we're actually lining ourselves up with some organizers. So they are pretty much as part of our extended service teams, and working in that way hand in hand to get occupied properties ready for merchandising.
So good. And to do all of those services, you definitely need a team. And you have had such a great, process of structuring team, all the way from, interns, international internships, all kinds of things. So tell us a little bit about what your team looks like today.
Yes, absolutely. We have 14 employees, and we're really trying, and I love that also about being a part of HSRA, and also in leadership with HSRA, our masterminding, to really learn from other colleagues. Our industry is still so young that we really can support and help each other. You and I, we had that conversation. So if we would know what we know now 5 years ago, where would we be? So I think that is always exciting. So one part for us, I'm very about like I call it like a lean structure. I don't like, you know, a hierarchy type of management. So we have aligned ourselves and the people I was looking at into pillars. So we have our sales department, our sales coordinator, who is really, you know, the main focal contact when, you know, when people are reaching out to us and scheduling. Then we have the operation office or production management. So that is overseen by Phyllis in our organization. Then we have a design project manager, pretty much overlooking, you know, that design team, making sure that our installations are up for branding. We have a warehouse manager, and we are actually a warehouse supervisor, and we also have a logistics supervisor to really, you know, one part is really making sure that everything in our warehouse and production is set up and ready to go, that the inventory is in good condition. And then logistic is really kind of like ensuring, you know, that the teams, you know, the logistic and supervisor out there responsible that, you know, everything works well with the teams. One new pillar I added this year is business development, and I'm very, very excited about that. So we have hired a person who is, you know, focusing on really on, you know, developing the business. She's doing like the CE classes. We are, you know, we are launching a whole set. We kind of like just, I think, finished 4 additional courses and launching the whole, you know, CE track, and also, you know, doing, you know, really overlooking the touch point strategy. And then I have one person responsible for marketing, and she's also overlooking some of the purchasing elements.
So good. So good. I know that it allows you, having a fully staffed team, a team that people can depend on to do it right and do it right.
Yeah.
That's one of your
Yeah.
sayings. Do it
Yeah.
right and do it once. I love that. I always use it. In fact, I've already used it this morning in some of our meetings, and my team loves it. It's one of those things that when you have a team that is highly, I guess, efficient, effective, they're productive, they're a high performance team like you have built, and that model of business that allows you now the freedom to go do your own CE, pour in. You are a big educator. You travel. You're able to gain new insights on market. You're able to look and see what trends are coming up, and you're meeting clients and potential your suppliers, which is huge, right? You have your luxury suppliers that you're able to outsource and now be able to do full service to anybody and everyone. And I love that. And you talked about your warehouse. Tell us a little bit about this new warehouse, this elevated space that you guys just moved into.
Absolutely, happy to. And, you know, it was quite a journey. And I think that is, you know, some of the lessons learned as we're growing. There always change, and there's a plan. And who knows me, no, I have always a plan A and a plan B, but sometimes that's not enough. You need the C and D as well. So I think that, you know, has happened with our move. I know, unfortunately, in our industry, we have much more restrictions now. You know, with furniture, of course, there are certain codes you have to rely on. And as we finally, you know, moved into the new warehouse, there were a couple of, hiccups on the way to get finally our, our approval. I believe we did everything we could from the get-go to prep for it, but there's always the unforeseen, which comes back to what we're also sharing, you know, to really have, a safety budget available, because it delayed our move. You know, the total impact delayed our move for close to 2 months to finally move in, which is a large expense. But there's nothing you can do, right? You need the CO, and without CO, there's no way to get into the space. You know, as much as we hop up and down and don't like it, we have to apply and make it work. But we are finally moved in. I'm sitting here in the office. It's 13,000 square foot total. We have most probably a good, a third of that is like our office and our polling spaces, for the designer with the decorative parts we also actually have. And I'm very excited, to share and show that also when we have our mastermind and our classes, when HSRA is coming to Atlanta. So we have a whole room only for art. It's a whole room where all of the art is really being pulled, so all in one space, except oversized. So we love that. Our warehouse, our racking goes 4 level ups. But I think that is really all about the maximizing. We also have changed, and that is some of the learnings, the way racking is set up and really optimizing and maximizing space, because we reduce the amount of walkways in the aisles. We decided there's more than one right way to do it, but we're using the rolling ladders, and we have set up, I think, pretty good concept. What I love about our new warehouse space is that we have a mezzanine level, which allows us and our designers to really go up and also see the furniture from the top. So in that way, it is clearly and a clear structure for pulling by the aisles and the base, so that it is it's clearly defined. But I call this now, this is like my kingdom. I'm on the mezzanine level. It's like my ship, and I overlook my kingdom. So
it's every stager's dream. I remember, back in the day when, was it the Stagers? I forget the show that was on, and we saw, the warehouse, and we're like, oh, only a dream. And now, dreams have become a reality for many staging companies throughout the country.
Absolutely.
And it's great to see. I cannot wait to tour the new space in April. And for home stagers and redesigners out there, come with us. It's going to be an incredible event. And then, agents that are out there, builders, investors that are in your area, can they get a tour? Could they come by and at least meet you guys?
This is the other part. When we looked for the new warehouse, I wanted to ensure that, this is also appealing to our target audience, right? As I was shared, I think it's all about your branding and to whom you appeal. So we also have a conference room, and we also have set up our entry area so that it is modular and can be also converted. So if we have a Saturday class, on Friday, we can rearrange things and make it work if we have a larger audience. So I think that allows, for people to come in, invite some offices. There's even an opportunity to rent out your meeting room, with collaborative partnerships you have in the area or people you're working with. So there's different ways, and we have a couple of ideas, how we can really best utilize the space.
Well, I love it. I cannot wait to see what this year brings you guys as you are setting up for just a next level of success and growth. And at the end of the day, it's about serving clients. It's about that client experience that you talked about. And so how can people contact or find you guys?
The easiest way is to go on our website. It is www.home-2sell.com. So that is in general the best way to contact us. And here in the Atlanta area, and please reach out and connect with us. And here's the other part. My name, Barbara Sonic, is only one. I'm unique, which is a plus and a minus in the world, right? But if you Google me, I will show up.
It's so true. And please reach out. We'll have all their ways to connect down below, so you guys can find them easily. And I'm excited. Any last minute thoughts, Barbara?
Well, the part is, targeting. I'm very excited that finally, I'm committed, and I have to put it, out there too, to finish my luxury home staging book. Our co-authorship, we're kind of like we're doing together, Jana. So, not by January with our move delays, that's not, but by February, that's the goal. It will be out there.
Yes, you will be an author.
Right now, there's no way back.
That's right. You've already written one book, and this will be a second book, and it's exciting to do luxury, and it's exciting to see you at the end of this week. We're going to be meeting in Las Vegas together. You're going to be be on our national speaking panel at the Las Vegas market. We're going to be masterminding together, and we've got tons of events, and I just love that about you. Not only are you doing, but you're leading, you're teaching, you're training, you're coaching, you're inspiring your team. You guys have a fully vetted staff that's ready to help anybody in your area. And I just speak greatness over this next year for you as you lead an entire industry in what you're doing. So thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
inspiring me.
That's all. Yeah, and thank you. And as I said, there are so many great companies out there, and I am excited that we all collaborate, for the common good and the growth and the excellence in our industry. So this is exciting. I know it will be an exciting year, for all of us. So thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to seeing you again. We'll be doing many updates with you. And I personally look forward to seeing you this weekend.
Yes, thank you.
All
Me
right.
too. Bye.
Talk soon.
Bye.